Good evening. My name's Arnie Eby. I'm the Executive Director of the National Foster Parent Association, and I'm here tonight with Karen Poteet, the President of our board. This is our annual meeting for 2021. Karen, take it away.
Hey, thank you so much, Arnie. And welcome to all of our members at our 2021 annual membership meeting. And you're probably wondering, why are you broadcasting this membership meeting in December of 2022 if it's covering the calendar year of 2021? And typically what we do at NFPA, when we have an in-person conference, this meeting occurs historically in June, which is the month that we typically have our in-person conferences. And because of the COVID-19 pandemic, we have not had an in-person conference since June of 2019. So we're so excited though about the coming year of 2023, because in June of 2023 at our in-person conference, which will be in Reston, Virginia, we will be having the 2022 annual membership meeting live during the conference. But a lot of things occurred in calendar year 2021 for the National Foster Parent Association. So we want to share with you all of the impacts that the association had during 2021. And the first one is that even though we weren't able to meet in person for a conference, we did hold a virtual conference. It was called the Forward Conference. And during that conference, we were able to provide 37 scholarships for foster kinship and adopted parents to be able to attend that conference and participate in that conference virtually. And of course, we had the wonderful partnership with the Dave Thomas Foundation that allowed us to be able to give those scholarships to encourage attendance in the virtual conference. And also, speaking of scholarships, we were able to award in 2021 5 education scholarships to young adults in a variety of categories for them to be able to further their education beyond high school. And those categories included youth that were currently in foster care, youth who had been adopted, youth who were in a kinship placement, a biological child of a foster family, and then a young adult who was continuing education beyond the first year of a higher education program. Back in 2020, NFPA, right at the very start of the COVID-19 pandemic, we launched the National Foster Parent Association Training Institute, or we call it NFPA-TI. And the NFPA-TI came about with the support and the partnership of the Centene Corporation, and it provides virtual training events for foster kinship and adoptive families that can be accessed anytime, 24/7, 365 days a year. And it's free of charge. Everything is free of charge on NFPA-TI. And during calendar year 2021, 11,730 training certificates were issued to foster kinship and adoptive parents from the NFPA-TI training courses. And Centene and NFPA have committed to collaborate to create new curriculums and training that give caregivers quick and easy access to education that really target the issues that foster kinship and adoptive families commonly encounter. Also in 2021, we, as I mentioned earlier, we were able to host a virtual conference, the Forward Conference. And in that Forward Conference, there were 2,134 video sessions that were completed, with over 20 nationally known presenters that donated their time and their expertise to present on various child welfare issues. And presenters included such renowned individuals as Chan Hellman, PhD from the University of Oklahoma, Dr. Bessel Vanderkolk, Christina Bethel, and Barb Clark from NACAC. So we were thrilled with the participation in the 2021 Virtual Forward Conference. The National Foster Parent Association has an advisory body of state affiliates, and this advisory body is called the Council of State Affiliates. And we have participation in most of the 50 states. And really, one of the things that is so important about having our Council of State Affiliates is that we know that foster kinship and adoptive families need support nearby to them, and that state policy affects greatly the quality of care that is provided to children in out-of-home care. And so affiliate development is a great priority of NFPA, and we really provide a great deal of effort to help states forge alliances and develop strategies to provide improved outcomes for over 400,000 children and youth who are in foster care in the United States. During 2021, 8 of our Council of State Affiliates partnered with the Children Need Amazing Parents, or CHAMPS advocacy campaign, via mini grants facilitated by NFPA for state level advocacy. Also in 2021, COSA completed the update and revision of the NFPA Code of Ethics for Foster Parents, which is now known as the NFPA Foster Parent Guiding Principles. And that is available on our website, and our website is nfpaonline.org. In 2021, hosted by our former executive director, Irene Clements, 23 Coffee with Caregiver episodes were produced and aired, and the Coffee with Caregivers was sponsored by United Healthcare. And those 23 episodes that were presented in 2021 had a viewing audience of 2,101 individuals viewing those. And also, once again, any of those Coffee with Caregivers episodes that you wish to view can be found on our website, nfpaonline.org. Every year, NFPA produces a federal tax guide for foster, adoptive, and kinship caregivers. And so in 2021, that tax guide was produced for the 2020 tax year in partnership with Bill's Tax Service of Centralia, Illinois. And the tax guide is an annual benefit for members only, and it's very well received because on the federal level, it really provides assistance and guidance to foster kinship and adoptive parents, as well as, I think, sometimes to their tax preparers as well. In 2021, we partnered with the Ritz Corporation and provided a lot of technical assistance to them because they wanted to develop a commercial. Their branding is a taste of welcome, and they wanted to create a commercial to celebrate foster parents on Mother's Day and Father's Day of 2021. And we love this commercial so much and think it was so well produced that we want you to view it right now along with us again.
Welcoming in a new foster child rarely goes like you imagine.
All right, beds all together.
You want to make them feel at home, whether they end up staying for days or years.
Hi, it's good to see you. This is Jacob.
Hi, Jacob. Come on in.
But you don't always know how.
Thank you so much.
My pleasure.
He's a great kid. Okay, so your room is up here. Make yourself at home. We should probably look.
Okay. Be downstairs if you need, okay?
It takes patience, empathy, understanding. And with a little time, and maybe even a little luck, when they're ready, they'll let you know.
Hi.
You wanna come sit down?
And you'll be there. Because even though it may not happen like you imagined, usually
We do
it's even better. This Mother's and Father's Day, Ritz is celebrating all those who foster home. Join us in supporting foster parents and the National Foster Parent Association at tasteofwelcome.com. Ritz, a taste of welcome.
And I just love that commercial. So I'm so glad that we got to view this together because I thought the Ritz Corporation did a wonderful job of presenting foster care to a national audience that many of whom don't know much about foster care, and the fact that it really celebrates foster parents and the welcoming spirit that also is associated with the Ritz brands. NFPA in 2021 participated in and represented you, our members, in various meetings and campaigns, everything from the Department of Homeland Security campaign on human trafficking to the CWLA, the Child Welfare League of America Conference Planning Committee, the Safe Coalition on Human Rights, National Foster Care Planning Month. We've been integrally involved in that planning for years in conjunction with the HHS Children's Bureau. One of our integral partners, who I mentioned earlier, is the Children Need Amazing Parents, or the CHAMPS campaign. We also in 2021 were involved with the CWLA Commission, the Spoon Foundation, as well as the American Academy of Pediatrics. The things that the National Foster Parent Association Board of Directors worked on diligently in 2021 was the transition of our longtime executive director, Irene Clements, who retired, hiring a new executive director. And we're so pleased at the end of 2021 that we were able to announce the hiring of Arnold Eby as the executive director of the National Foster Parent Association. He officially assumed that role on January 1st of 2022. And so we're going to be really excited in June of 2023 when we talk about calendar year 2022 and all of the changes and initiatives that Arnie has brought forward in this year. But once again, you know, it's really amazing to me that with so many things in calendar year 2021 that were overshadowed by the COVID-19 pandemic. You know, we weren't able to have a conference because there were still mandates in the state in which we had decided to hold a conference that wouldn't allow us to do that. But we're still so amazed and so proud of what we were able to do in calendar 2021 to support you, our members, our fellow foster kinship and adoptive parents. So thank you so much for joining us. You know, I do want to mention that we did send out a vote to all of you, our members, regarding the minutes from our 2020 annual membership meeting. And I'm pleased to announce that based on a motion by Sue Don Diego and seconded by Sean Johnson, that those minutes of our 2020 annual membership meeting have been approved. So thank you so much for all of you who voted on those minutes. I'm pleased to share with you as well the National Foster Parent Association statement of financial position for calendar year 2021. And the total assets for the organization in 2021 was $483,827.18. So thank you so much for your continued support of NFPA. Our financial position for 2021 was very positive, and we appreciate all of our members and supporters' financial sponsorship of NFPA. And hearing nothing else, you know, we will conclude this 2021 annual membership meeting. However, if you have questions and you want to reach out to us, please feel free to reach out to us through our Facebook page. We'll be monitoring that Facebook page this evening for any questions that come through. And Arnie and I will be happy to address those questions for you. Once again, remember our website is nfpaonline.org, and we are here for you, and we're excited about moving into calendar year 2023. A lot of exciting things are happening for the organization, and feel free to reach out to us at any point in time. Thank you so much for your support of the National Foster Parent Association, for being a member of the National Foster Parent Association. And we look forward to seeing you in person in June in 2023 in Reston, Virginia at our 52nd NFPA conference. Thank you so much and good night.